Hey guys, and welcome back to Heart of the Game. Today we're going to talk about an amazing ARPG game that just got a huge update. You might have heard about it. It's called Path of Exile, and it's my favorite action RPG. I've been playing it every update. I think I might have skipped some ladders or leagues, as it's called in Path of Exile. But I've been on and off playing it since it came out, and it's just a great game. And it felt I really wanted to do an episode because it got this big patch now. So it's currently in its 3.0 patch, and the expansion is called The Fall of Oriath. And we got many new chapters to play. We had before it started initially with 3 acts, and then we got a 4th act, and now we have 10 acts, believe it or not. So, and there's no difficulty mode like there used to. You used to be playing on normal difficulty, and then it was cruel, and then merciless. So you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to replay any of the older acts. You just play through all the acts, and then you start with mapping, which is this game's end game. And it's heavily inspired by Diablo 2, and you notice it. And many fans were very let down when Diablo 3 came out. I was one of them. I still play a bit of Diablo 3, but it can't even compare to Path of Exile, and that's just my look at it. If people enjoy playing Diablo 3, just keep on doing that. I'm sure it's a good game. I just personally think Path of Exile is a far greater game. And I've been playing this game on and off. Like I said, I played a lot with my friends. We just hang around on Discord or Skype, whatever, and playing this game together, solo. It's amazing. ARPG is one of my favorite genres, and no ARPG has really got me as hooked as I got hooked to this game, because there are some good alternatives to Path of Exile. There is. You have Diablo 3, which Diablo 3 and Path of Exile are like each other's biggest competitors, but a lot of people play them both, and a lot of people only play Diablo 3, and a lot of people only play Path of Exile. But you have like the Torchlight 1 and 2. You have Grim Dawn. You have Titan Quest. Just got an anniversary update a while ago, so all these games are good, but I have to say they can't compare, and some of them can't even come close to how good Path of Exile is. And it's a free to play game, and it amazes me, and the community is really good in it, and the devs, oh my god, all the content we get, everything they do, and they do it for free basically. You can buy microtransactions in the game, but it's like not needed, kind of, because you could get stash tabs for your character. That means you get a bigger bank inventory, and that really helps you out. But like I mentioned in my video overview that I've put together, that you can actually have as many characters or accounts as you want, and you can even have them logged in at the same time. So if you absolutely don't want to pay for this game, you don't have to. But I really do hope people that play it support this game, and most people I know actually do, because it's such a great game. I think I've at least used the money on it, depending on how much a game costs. Today I at least used that amount on it. So yeah, and you can support the game in other ways by supporter packs. You get frames, and even in the higher tiers of the supporter pack, you can get t-shirts and other cool shit, And no, it's I just love the whole concept of the game and the game itself. It's really enjoyable to play. I've Like I've said, I had so many hours in it, and I think I've played it every day now since the 3.0 patch came out, the Fall of Oriath expansion, and it's good. It's the only thing I can say, maybe the Harbinger League hasn't been as good as other leagues have been, but all the extra content and even the lore. I'm one of those guys that actually thinks the lore is interesting in this game. I know many people in the action RPG games, they don't really care, but I get like that dark fantasy feeling like I got back when we played Diablo 2 back in the day. So yeah, it's an absolute amazing game, and I have a video overview for you guys to check out, so you know what I'm talking about if you're brand new to the game or if you're just returning. If you've played this game a lot, then you'll know all this stuff I'm going to go through, but here's my video overview. Path of Exile is an online action role-playing game, developed and published by Grinding Gear Games. It's a free-to-play game and is supported by microtransactions. That is purely cosmetic and to expand your bank inventory. No pay to win. Open beta was released the 23rd of January and was officially released on the 23rd of October 2013. On August the 4th, 2017, the largest expansion to date was released, titled The Fall of Oriath. The expansion brings the game up to its current version, which is 3.0. The gameplay is similar to other ARPGs and is heavily influenced by the godfather of ARPGs, Diablo 2. The game revolves around map exploration and dungeon crawling whilst defeating monsters and gaining XP. There are 7 classes all in all, which are the Duelist, Marauder, Ranger, Shadow, Templar, Witch and Scion. Scion being unlocked after you complete Act 3. All of these classes has their own starting point on the passive skill tree. You earn passive points each time you level up, and you can even get them by completing quests. I have always loved this passive tree, so many options, and I can't help seeing similarities to the Spear Grid from Final Fantasy X. Your attack and abilities are determined by what gems you socket into your equipment. These attack and abilities can become more powerful, or provide more utility via using linked sockets in your gear to equip support gems. And I also can't help noticing the similarities to the materia system in Final Fantasy VII. The system in Path of Exile being a bit more complex though. The passive tree combined with the skill gem system offers a huge diversity to builds and playstyles, and is very gratifying and rewarding once you get the hang of it. There is usually 4 leagues to play in Path of Exile, which is Standard and Hardcore. Hardcore meaning that if your character dies, it stays dead, or at least gets demoted to Standard League. And then you have the Challenge Leagues, which you can think of as the ladder leagues with resets. The current leagues being Harbinger and Hardcore Harbinger. The latter of course being the hardcore equivalent of the Harbinger League. The game is set in a dark fantasy world and begins when you wake up on the shores of Rayclast. Rayclast once being the seat of power within the Empire, but now is used as a penal colony for criminals. Each of the playable classes has their own reasons for being banished there, but the one thing they have in common is that they now are exiles in this cursed land. Path of Exile began with a small group of ARPG enthusiasts that were frustrated by the lack of new games in the genre, and decided to develop their own game. It was developed under the radar for 3 years before being publicly announced on the 1st of September 2010. We have now gotten 6 expansions to Path of Exile, the latest and biggest being the Fall of Oriath. And may I remind you again, it's all for free. Developers have stated that their core goals is to provide a genuinely free-to-play game, only financed by ethical microtransactions. Players can create multiple accounts and have more than one account logged in at a time, making it possible to have as much inventory space as you need without having to buy the far more convenient stash tabs. Path of Exile has been looked on as a spiritual successor to Diablo 2, or even being what Diablo 3 should have been. Either way, it's a great action RPG. So yeah, that was my video overview of Path of Exile. a really amazing game. I can't recommend this game enough to you guys, because this is the best of the best. You're not gonna get any better ARPG right now for your PC. So yeah, if you set the bar like at Diablo 3, Path of Exile might have a bit of a high learning curve, but once you get into it, it's amazing. I promise you, you will get so much back for trying the game, you know? Yeah, so I'm actually going to play, once I'm done doing this video, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna go play Path of Exile. I need to chase down that 6th link so I can get all my skills set up. So yeah, no, just an amazing game. When it comes to the hearts I'm gonna give to the game, it's not hard. It's a really strong game, and I give the game 8 hearts. It's that good. And the only action RPG I set higher than this game is my favorite action RPG of all time, which is Diablo 2. And I think that game wins at just a lot of points, and because of the nostalgia of it. But if you want a game that has really good ladders, like we call them in Diablo 2, leagues as it's called in Path of Exile, and there's new content being added, this is definitely the game for you, because it's amazing. I don't usually play outside of ladders, but there's a lot of people that do that too. And the trading system in this game is good. It's actually not a trading system in game, but people have set up like a trading site for this game. So everything is a bit automatic. You can search up items with the affixes you want, and sockets, links, everything, and you can find it there. It has an interesting currency system. You don't have a hard currency in Path of Exile. There is no gold. So you only have items and like other items like orbs that alters your gear. So the standard of currency is something called either Chaos Orbs, Regal Orbs, Exalted Orbs, I think it's called. So yeah, you trade them in for gear basically. It mostly goes in Chaos and Chaos Orbs. So you can actually be really lucky even at the start of the game and find a really good item that's actually worth a lot of Chaos Orbs, and you can go to the side and sell it, and some guy will whisper he wants to buy it, and you sell it, and then you're set for the rest of the league if you're lucky enough. That's the dream, you know. So yeah, just an amazing action RPG game, and I can't wait to just be done with this video so I can go back to playing this game. I'm still quite hooked on it. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. For my next episode, I'm actually going to tell you what I'm going to review. It's this new game that came out, Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. It came out for PC and for PlayStation 4. I was initially going to buy it on the PC because it was a bit cheaper there, but I showed this game to my girlfriend, and she was really interested too. So we've been playing through that every night now, and I'll probably finish it off tomorrow, and I'm gonna make a video for you guys because it's an amazing game. So just wait for that, and thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you next time.